All right, today we have another Mai Tai versus Mai Tai battle.
Yes, with a secret ingredient.
What's it going to be? Stay tuned. All right, so we're doing another Mai Tai versus Mai Tai today with a secret ingredient, which is now not going to be very secret because we're telling you what it is. But root beer.
Root beer.
Root beer. Let's see how this works. We know how it works because we tried it, but
we tried it one way.
We tried it one way, and now we're trying it a different way, and we're modifying what we saw in the first one. So
absolutely.
Let's go.
Okay. So
we are going to start with 3/4 ounce of triple sec.
Okay.
Or dry curacao if you prefer.
Gotcha.
From there, we have 1/2 ounce of homemade orgeat.
Got it.
Then 3/4 ounce freshly squeezed lime juice. This is where it's going to vary between the two of us. I have, from our friends over at Vegas Tiki Show, some root beer float syrup. So we're going to, they're actually bitters.
Yeah, it's a bitter.
So we're going to see how, what are we going to do? 1 squirt of bitters.
And then we're going to do 1 ounce of root beer in mine.
It's going in there because you can hear the fizz. And you don't want to shake that up. You never want to shake soda up.
No. Okay.
And lastly, 1 1.75 ounces of rum going in there. We're using the Cruzan, however you want to pronounce it, hurricane-proof rum, which is 137 proof. So
you don't need a lot of that.
With barks, it would definitely have bite. So.
Right? All right.
Here we go.
I love how you're like, I have to,
Yeah, so what?
I just have to go, you're just like, I can't do that. My hands are too small. I'm really curious to see how it is with just the bitters because the root beer I already know. I have a couple of opinions about that. But I'm anxious to see it.
All right, then we are going to do a float with Gosling's, not a normal Nicole float.
I was just going to say, do you want my float or your float?
Half inch or half inch.
I think
Normally it's a 1/2 inch float.
It's me.
A 1/2
there
ounce float.
I didn't realize that till we looked back at the video, and I was like, oh wow, I really do pour heavy. Just don't realize it.
Yep.
All right, then we're gonna put our little pineapple
sprout on that.
There we go.
Here we have our root beer Mai Tais.
Root beer Mai Tais.
Definitely different. Mine has a light
yellow bottom, and then mine has the root beer dark bottom with the yellow and then the float on the top. It's kind of a pretty drink. It's kind of a cool layered looking drink. Yeah. All right, let's mix it up and see what's going on.
Let's see what we got first taste.
It's already going to weird me out with the bubbles.
The bubbles.
Yeah, the bubbles are just what kind of throw me. I don't want my Mai Tai to be sizzling. And there we go. There it is. Much prettier when it's down in the, okay.
Okay, so when we first did this, we did A&W, it was A&W root beer, right? A&W
it's A&W.
And the recipe I said, I think it was maybe even in a pint glass, but it was like 3 ounces of root beer to add to it. And we did that, and there's no way. It
was all root beer.
Way too much root beer. You couldn't taste anything in it whatsoever. So we cut it down in half to 1.5 ounces.
Too much.
And that gave us what?
It's still too much. Root beer is such a strong flavor that sarsaparilla flavor is there no matter what. I mean, it's just, we cut it way down. And it still overpowers everything in the drink, to me. And then you add...
It's not as bad, but it does, definitely.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's just very overpowering. And then on the back side, it's the fizz. I don't want my Mai Tai to have any bubbles and fizz. So it's kind of throwing me off both ways. Yeah, it's much. It's a little, it's not bad though. If you guys want to try it because it's fun. It has a nice flavor, but it's just, it's overpowering. And I want to try that and see if I can taste it.
I agree with you on this. It is still overpowering.
Yeah.
And
that sarsaparilla.
It's not as bad, but.
No.
Yeah,
it's you know how root beer has kind of that medicinal. Oh,
you got again. Herbal.
That herbal medicinal back note on it. That's just what it tastes like.
Yep.
Like all of that, and
yeah. I don't even really like a root beer at this point.
It's weird.
It is probably more like a sarsaparilla.
Yeah.
The difference between a sarsaparilla and a root beer. You know, like a sarsaparilla.
Yeah.
Pop.
It's, again, not terrible, but not anything I would want to make again. Let's see about this guy. This is what I'm curious about. So, that's nice. That tastes like a Mai Tai. I really don't even get any of the bitter though.
I do right on that. Right after you swallow, there's
you
that.
think? Or do you think it's what's left over from this? I think I need to taste the bitter on its own. That way I can decipher and I can find it in the drink, because right here on my finger. Oh, it's there. That's good. That's a nice, I like that. I don't know.
It's not sugary. That's more medicinal than.
But I really like it. I'm going to say we're doing a comparison, but we're also doing, our opinion. That would be divine in something else, like like a really nice whiskey beverage. That would be phenomenal, and a nice, good, maybe an old fashioned, and you put a little of that on the.
Yeah,
that's divine. I like that. I just don't think I like it here. I just can't taste it.
It's not great.
Yeah, I just can't taste it.
It tastes like a not great Mai Tai, kind of, to me. Like with a really terrible.
It's got a wang on
really
it.
Terrible rub to it. And as we get through with both of these, and when we had them the other night, like we just kept adding stuff to it. Like more triple sec, and then we were like because we did two of them, so it's like, okay, a little lime in yours, a little triple second lime, see what that does. Okay, then we're gonna add both to both, and
we were both just like
adding stuff to it. We never got past the root beer ever. No matter, I think we were up to like 1.5 ounces of lime juice.
It just wasn't good.
It couldn't do it.
It just wasn't good.
It's still there now, where it's just not.
Well, this is your cocktail today. You can finish that, because I don't want it. I can handle this one to a degree, but I definitely don't want that.
The other thing is that we have the Crucian 137 proof hurricane level, whatever they call it, rum.
Right.
And you cannot taste an ounce of liquor in this thing,
right?
No matter what. And I finished hers off the other night and definitely knew I had two very high proof drinks.
It'll sneak up on you.
But yeah, this would absolutely have to be a 2-limit drink if you make these, because it's just, this will just ruin your night.
My size, I would need one, and I would probably be like, whoa,
Yeah, it's heavy duty, especially since you can't taste it. And like sometimes you like when you don't taste it and it's a good drink, you're like, oh, that's not bad. But like still, you're just kind of like, I can't taste it. It's just not
right.
Not a great.
And I like to taste the spirit when I'm drinking, so I would be like, add more, just so I could taste it, So it could be dangerous.
The bottle's almost gone. I'm gonna be sad when it's gone. I have not seen it since I bought that bottle, so I don't know if it was just a limited production thing, but
we could probably find it.
It was pretty dang good. If you have it around somewhere, give it a try. It's a good substitute for a little 151 and some cocktails where it's not as harsh, but it's still got some punch to it.
It's delish.
I put it in here because I wanted to. I tried a little bit with just some Mount Gay, just a little root beer with Mount Gay, and it It didn't get through.
Disappeared
It
into
just
the root
disappeared.
beer.
But that super jet fuel didn't pass through it either. So I don't know what you could do to make it overcome the root beer flavor.
Just not use root beer. Just don't use the root beer.
Today we're making 1944 Mai Tais. All right, we flipped them now.
Yeah, let's just go back to me.
Go back to how they were.
I don't even want to give it anything.
Root beer soda Mai Tai is Mai Tai.
0. What? 1.
1.
Just because it has some of the ingredients of a Mai Tai, I'll give it a 1.
You get like your baseline is like the
Listen.
terrible guide was a 1, and that was.
This is not good.
Terrible.
This does not taste good to me, and it's my opinion. It's a 1. 1 Mai Tai.
The biggest killer on this one is the bubbles.
For you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bubbles in a Mai Tai, if you've ever had it, which you probably have not ever had it, is terrible.
Well, we've been to a couple places where they put Mountain Dew in a Mai Tai. We've been to a couple places where they put Sprite in a Mai Tai. It's gross, and it throws everything off. But for me, the first thing I taste is the root beer, and it takes away anything else saying Mai Tai. So in that regard, I'm going to say a 1 just to be nice, because it does have some of the flavor in there, but no.
I'm a 1 with you as well. It's just not a great. It's not a great drink. It's not a good Mai Tai. As a cocktail,
No.
1.
No. If I ordered this at a restaurant and it came, I would pass it over to you and say you have to drink it. In that regard, you get a 0 from me. I don't like it.
You should give it a 0. Yeah.
I should be able to do a 0 on both. I say a 0. I don't know why you argue with me, because my opinion.
So as a 0, you're saying it's worse than the bottle of stuff that's still sitting in the fridge, the Trader Vic's Mai Tai mix.
That's a 0 too.
You can give that a 1.
That's because you argued with me that day, and I allowed you to argue with me, and made me feel bad, like I had to give it a point.
On a star scale, 2 Mai Tais.
I would say 2 Mai Tais out of
It's not the 1 star.
8. And
right. As of today, Nicole can start giving zeros because
it's a 0.
The root beer bitters Mai Tai is a Mai Tai.
I'll give it a 2, just because it does have a funky little wang on the back end with the bitters. Not the bitters' fault, but I'll give it a 2.
I'll give it a 2 as well. It's not a terrible Mai Tai. It ends up making it taste like
it's just
a bad rum in a Mai Tai. It makes it taste like a really cheap rum in a Mai Tai. But on its own, you guys, this stuff is amazing.
We need
Put a little bit on your finger. We're gonna have some.
We need to do some amazing
bourbon tonight.
Bourbon drinks with that, because
beer in it for sure.
Oh, yes.
As a cocktail, 1.
I'm going to say a 1 as well, because again, if I got it, I would be a little disappointed. I would think that there was something wrong. Like, what ingredient in there doesn't belong in there? I would know immediately on that. So in that regard, yeah.
Yeah. Same. Yeah. But it's like the Lipu in San Fran. The original Chinese Mai Tai. But she just said, hell no, I'm not drinking that.
I didn't.
If you managed to drink 2 of these, you wouldn't care how bad they were.
Right. I watch people at that place drinking them. I'm like, you're going to be so sorry tomorrow.
It's that exact thing.
Yeah, it's just weird.
The root beer flavor in a Mai Tai makes everything taste like a weird artificial something.
Yeah.
And I think that's the overlying thing. It's not as bad with the bitters. Terrible with the A&W for sure.
And we talked about doing maybe cooking down the A&W root beer, like making a simple syrup out of it and using that just to kind of lighten the load of the flavor. But I just don't believe that would even work. I think at that point you still are going to get that root beer. You're still going to get that flavor. It's still going to screw the drink up.
Well, like I'm saying, when you cook it down, you're going to make that flavor more
intense.
And then you make it into a simple syrup from there. So you're adding sugar to it. So then it's going to be hella sweet.
Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Pass on this one.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad we don't ever have to make it again.
We taste the Mai Tai, so you don't have to.
Exactly.
We need that on a t-shirt. We do the
should
Mai
put
Tai,
that.
so you don't have
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on for everything. We watch it so you don't have to.
It's been a minute since we've had a couple of two terrible Mai Tais, but
Right?
this is definitely it.
In our own house. So, okay.
Yep. All right. Be sure to give us a like, follow, subscribe,
Comment.
below. Please, let us know
Share.
if you try one of these or if you've had an experience with River Mai Tai. Let us know. Share with your friends.
Yes.
Give us likes and comments on Instagram at Taboo Kitten.
Yes.
Same as our YouTube channel. And
if I can figure out how to use TikTok, I do have a TikTok. I just don't know what I'm doing at this point.
TikTok. What do we do on TikTok? Because I am not going to be on TikTok.
Because I don't know how to do anything on there. We'll see.
All right. Well, that being said, let's give you a video for a good Mai Tai that you can follow this up with. And thanks, and
see you next time.
See you next time.